Yo, 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 yo. Welcome into a little Sports 56 happy hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It is a little two-stepping Tuesday. I'm so excited. We're going to be talking college football a lot today. A whole lot of college football. Why? We got Matt Mo joining us at 12 o'clock. He's got the fever. I don't blame him. I do as well. We got to watch a little NFL football. We've been 2 weeks into the preseason. What have we learned? Well, not too terribly much, but I will say Jackson Dart does look really good up in New York. My man's been completing his passes, a little over 70%, 500-some yards, some touchdowns, looking Gucci. We know Quinn Ewers hasn't looked very good in the preseason at all. Makes me feel like Texas is going to be a lot better when they play because Arch, I feel like, is going to be better even though we haven't seen him. He is a Manning. He is big. He is fast. And we've seen him play a little bit of football, and he looked pretty damn good. Ohio State, Texas, two powerhouses kicking the thing off. We got the Irish game with the Cyclones and the Kansas State Wildcats. I mean, we're going to talk some college football today. I'm fired up. But I want y'all to help me out at the Sissy's Log Cabin text and listener line because life is too short for ordinary joy. I was watching a little bit of like Crane and Company yesterday, did a little surfing on some college football, was checking this out, checking that out, and came across where they're going to retire Cam Newton's number 2. And my first thought was, damn, they haven't retired Cam Newton's number 2 by now?
Auburn?
No, they hadn't.
Carolina.
Retired. No, I'm talking about Auburn.
You talking about Auburn? Oh, no. I don't know.
I mean, you know, it was 2010, wasn't it, when they won that bad boy? Am I crazy, or was it that long ago?
No, you're not crazy. Landis is 2010.
Yeah, that's what I thought. 2010. And by the way, I don't know if you know, it was perfection. And did you see a whole bunch of dudes from that Auburn team go play in the National Football League?
Yeah, didn't Cadillac play? And what was my other guy in Miami, the running back?
That was not.
That wasn't the same team?
No. You're talking about Cadillac Williams and Ronnie Brown?
Ronnie Brown, yeah.
Yeah, Cam Newton didn't have them too.
He didn't have them?
Bruh.
He didn't have. That's what Landis said. He had nobody on that team.
What in the hell are you smoking? If he had both of them, man, look it up. I don't think Ronnie Brown, and as great as they were at running that damn rock, played in any national championship. But they both were damn good running backs. But Cam Newton, that 2010, what was the defensive tackle? Nick Fairley. He was the only other first-round player taken off that Auburn team. And guess what? He was a bust. There was only one other player taken off that team. That was Lee Zimba in the 7th round. So, like, that Auburn team that won a national championship had 3 players drafted in the NFL. And the reason I bring that up, because when I started to think about it, when I think of the SEC and I think of the greatest seasons in the history of quarterbacks, and I'm talking about quarterbacks who dominated the Southeastern Conference. And we can go back in time a really long way. We can go into, you can go back to Steve Spurrier back in the day, but I ain't going that far, yo. But I will tell you, if you just want to go, and I'm not going by just statistics, because statistically, the most dominant team, the most dominant quarterback in the history of the SEC is Joe Burrow. He had 5,671 yards that season. He threw a single-season record, 60 touchdown passes, an SEC single-season record, again, 5,671 yards. He won the Heisman Trophy. That's like one of the most prolific seasons in the history. But the only thing is again, you know who Joey B had on that team?
Yeah, like the highest paid wide receivers in the NFL right now.
2 first-round wide receivers, Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase. A first-round running back, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, who actually looked pretty good in the preseason. I can't remember who he's running for now. You also had a first-round cornerback. And don't forget, one of their football players was drafted in the first round of the MLB draft. I mean, they had dudes.
So, Mr. Harden, I just want to ask you this. Did you, by any chance, take a peek at college football all-time NCAA football team from Bleacher Report. You just
No,
brought up something.
I didn't see that yet.
Okay, so they came out last week, and just
I was
quickly.
in Colorado in the mountains. We didn't have TV, radio. It was mountain men and mountain women.
Well, I was just not challenging. I was just questioning. You just said that Burrow was the best thing ever in the SEC, correct?
But I mean, I'm saying statistically.
Yeah, statistically. Why in the hell? No, I'm with you. Why in the hell is Tim Tebow the so-called best quarterback ever in college? Why is he the starting quarterback on this team and not Joe Burrow?
Oh, is that did the
want me to give you the offense?
Oh yeah, because I don't know it. Man, by the way, this will help out the people.
All right, so this is from Bleacher Report. Here's the first team offense all-time college football.
Before you go, real quick.
You got Tim Tebow as your quarterback. Barry Sanders and Herschel Walker are your running backs. Your wide receivers, Randy Moss, Larry Fitzgerald, tight end Brock Bowers, offensive tackle Orlando Pace and Bill Fralick out of Pittsburgh, guard John Hanna, Jim Parker, center Chuck Bednarik, kicker Sebastian Janikowski, and all-purpose Johnny Rogers from Nebraska.
That's a hella list, bro. Like, that's a hella list.
Where do you hear the defense?
Now, the situation with what you're saying, so this is the all-time greatest college starting 11.
Yes, and they have Tebow as the number one quarterback.
Okay, and I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I think Tim Tebow was the greatest.
I just don't think he should have been on this team. I'll go ahead and spill the beans.
Here's what I'm going to tell you. I mean, you can go back to Tommy Frazier from Nebraska, but he didn't throw the ball the way he
Charlie Ward.
You can go Charlie Ward at Florida State. I mean, let's be real. Tim Tebow, he had a record-setting career.
2 natties.
He got, was it 2?
He got 2. He got 2. Very few. I think when me and Wolo were having this conversation, 4 guys, I believe, quarterback-wise, won 2.
Ooh, guess what Johnny just did?
Uh-oh.
I just chat GPT Tim Tebow, his career. That's how, screw Google. I'm chat GPTing now. What's up, AI? I'm in this business. Tim Tebow, here's what it says. You don't need that. Career passing efficiency, 170.8. That's an SEC record. He completed 67% of his passes. He ran for 2,947 yards and 57 rushing touchdowns. Both
that's the portion we forget.
That's a lot of running.
That's the portion we forget.
57 rushing touchdowns. He threw 145 touchdown passes. Not bad.
That's the portion I think we forget, man. But he's the starting
and again, if we want to talk about somebody who's going to go out there and do every damn thing to will his team to victory, if you want to talk about somebody who's mentally strong, prepared, comes to practice, has the people. Remember, he's the one who got the Gator Boys to start working out at 3 o'clock in the damn morning and got them into that crazy weight room and doing chains and being freaks. So I can see it.
Best speech ever.
Dude, yes, but you will never see
You would never see anybody.
Dude, come on. I get why you throw up a natural leader like Tim Tebow. Number one, somebody you're going to count on every single Saturday is going to show up and play football. Not only is he going to show up on Saturday, but he's going to show up on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. He's showing up every day to work.
Can I help you look?
So I will give you that, but I don't even think he's the best quarterback in the SEC. In fact, I'm going to be honest with you. Here's what I would say. I mean, we got to go back. I got to say the greatest single season, and I don't think he's even the best quarterback. He got to a Super Bowl. Cam Newton was great, but I don't think I've ever seen
I think I know. Come on.
Since Herschel Walker dominate a single season in the Southeastern Conference the way Cam Newton did in 2010.
You're right.
He threw for 2,800 yards. He threw 30 touchdown passes. He ran for 1,500 yards and another 20. Dude.
You know what? You're right. You're making a case Cam should be better.
He's the first SEC quarterback in the history and still the only one to throw 2,000-plus yards and run for 1,000 in a single season and 20 touchdowns. Damn, son.
So why is Tim Tebow right there?
Well, because, I mean, again, Cam Newton
you know what? Can I help?
Had on the field the greatest single season. Cam Newton is not the leader of men, I think, that I would say a Tim Tebow is. And
no, especially not in college. Especially not then. He was selfish.
He was getting in trouble all the time, but he was the best damn player on planet Earth. I mean, he was a freak, bro. He was a full-grown-ass man in a league full of grown-ass men.
Very correct. Can I help you get upset even more? You want to hear the second-team offense? This is what's going to piss you off from a quarterback standpoint. So the second-team offense, Vince Young, who easily should be starting over Tim Tebow, but whatever. Running backs, Archie Griffin and Tony Dorsett.
So funny, though, Tim Tebow and Vince Young were not the greatest
yes, but they are 1 and 2.
No, NFL quarterbacks. What I'm saying is it's amazing. You remember, like, I watched Jake Browning last night. You remember how good Jake Browning was at Washington back in the day? It just shows you the different level of play that it takes to play in the National Football League. Like, and again, I'm not saying Jake Browning's great. He played last night. Popped up in my head. Again, Vince Young beating Reggie Bush, beating Pete Carroll and USC up in that badass. Was that the Rose Bowl? We ran maybe Fiesta. I can't remember when he ran the corner of the end zone. That was ridiculous. Tim Tebow, great. Shoot, Tommy Frazier. What about Danny Warfel, bro? Like Danny Warfel and a lot of young folks out there don't even know the hell I'm talking about. Terrible NFL quarterback as well. He had a noodle arm. But buddy,
in college though, he was the man.
Did he execute Steve Spurrier's offense? Yeah.
Didn't he play for Spurrier in Washington as well?
That didn't work.
Yeah,
either,
and that didn't work either, did it?
Nah.
Yeah.
It did not.
So you want the rest of this offense?
Please, man. I actually didn't even plan to go here. I like this.
Yeah. So
but
like
see,
I said,
I was just thinking about because of Cam Newton, and I was just trying to do SEC quarterbacks. And again, I want y'all to let me know what y'all think as well. Sissy's Log Cabin, text in, listener line, life's too short for ordinary jewelry, 901-360-8255. I got Sissy's Log Cabin on my hand. How good do I look?
You look good.
I don't look like a
you got
sissy.
Sissy's Log Cabin on your hand. I picked up
bro.
what you. Okay. I see what you did.
And you know what? My girls got a rock from Sissy's too, because I ain't going cheap. I'm going with the real deal Holyfield, where they custom make everything. And they take such good care of you. Ooh-wee, Sissy's Log Cabin. Now, let me know what you think about SEC quarterbacks and in this entire list.
All right, you ready? Second team offense. Vince Young is your QB. Archie Griffin, Tony Dorsett, your running backs.
Damn, that's nice.
Wide receivers, Devontae Smith, which I don't agree with.
No
and
Adrian Peterson, no Ricky Williams.
Nope, Desmond Howard is your second wide receiver. Tight end, Keith Jackson. Offensive tackles, you're going to love this. Jonathan Ogden and Bryant McKinney from Miami. Guards, Brad Booty from USC, 1979. John Smith, Notre Dame, 1927. Center, Dave Remington. Kicker, Martin Gramatica from Kansas State.
Gramatica.
And that last all-purpose, got to be Tim Brown from Notre Dame. So those are that's your first and second team, all-time college football team, according to Bleacher Report. Defense.
Tim Brown and the Raiders back in the day, too,
bro. Yeah, because he had Bo Jackson. He had Willie Gault with him.
Bro, that was like when
Jay Schrader, the quarterback. Tecmo Bowl. But yeah,
I got so pissed off when Marcus Allen would run one of my favorite plays because I wanted it to be Bo Jackson.
They only had like
time.
4 plays, though.
I know, dude, but I just, I was a Bo Jackson fan.
Bo Jackson, definitely. Got to get a ball to Bo. But the strange part about this, I wholeheartedly feel that as good as these offenses are, minus Herschel is your just unstoppable. The defense, when you hear the defense, first and second team, offense ain't scoring on them, John. Not at all.
No, it's nasty.
Not at all. You want first team action? First team defense. Hugh Green and Randy White are your defensive ends.
All right.
Your defensive tackles are Ndamukong Suh and Bronco Nagurski. Your linebackers, John, are Dick Butkus, Derek Thomas, and Chris Spielman. Your cornerbacks, Charles Wilson and Deion Sanders. Your safety, Ronnie Lott, Ed Reed, and your punter, Torrey Taylor. He's one of the newer guys from 2023 Iowa.
Dick Butkus was the baddest dude back
You
then.
ain't scoring on them, John.
Look, can I just tell you something, though? Like, I bet Dick Butkus a few times. Because remember, he did he used to do our color for the Memphis Maniacs.
Okay.
Which was like one of my, quote,
I didn't know Dick Butkus did
jobs.
that. I didn't know he did that for us.
Yeah, back in the XFL days. No, was it XFL? Is that what it was called? What the hell
Pretty
was that?
sure,
The Memphis Maniacs here? That Jim Drunkenmiller, who I was always hanging out with. Jim was a wild man. But Jim made Dick Butkus look like a little dude. Like, and I know he was older and not like he was when he was there. But again, he wasn't the most physically imposing person I've ever seen in my entire life, which was kind of shocking. But yeah, dude was nasty and would eat your lunch.
Yeah, but I don't think that offense is scoring on their defense.
Man, so Ed Reed, I think I'd have a few more.
Eddie was on the first team.
I was going to say, I think I'm going to have a few more Miami players from that.
Yeah, if I'm looking, I think Eddie Reed. No, Ed Reed is first team. Yeah, safety. But he's behind Ronnie Lott, though. Like, Ronnie Lott gets hurt, and here comes Ed Reed. What are you doing back there?
Dude, Ronnie Lott cut off his pinky, man, and said, like, dog, put me back in.
You're not scoring on Deion and Charles Woodson. You're not getting past Ndamukong Suh and Bronco Nagurski.
No, you're not.
Hugh Green and Randy White. Like, I love you, Herschel.
Eat you.
They will eat. This defense will eat anything you can put on the offensive side. So it just got me and Wolo went down this route. It gets you riled up a little bit, but I get excited about the defense. The defense I am in lock and step with. It's the offense where I think because you could even slip. Well, no, Reggie Bush. You don't throw Reggie Bush in there. When
Reggie
you got
Bush
Herschel,
was sick,
but he's not Herschel.
Reggie Bush was sick though, man. Like you put him in on a third down back, dog. Woo wee.
Hold on, who? Okay, Tony Dorsett or Archie Griffin.
Look, Reggie Bush. Let's be honest. That USC offense was buck ass wild.
Totally get it. And it was wild because of him.
He was Mr. Do Everything. He was like, he reminded me, man, I still think Marshall Faulk, what he did at San Diego State and the fact that I knew him so well when he got into the National Football League. And then, of course, what he did with the Colts. And then, of course, the greatest show on turf with Kurt Warner and, my God, Dick Vermeil. And that, oh, God, I see his white hair. That offense that he had going on. Yeah. Oh, what's their OC's name? He's so annoying. Marty, Mary. It doesn't even matter. Point was, Marshall's also another guy that I feel like you can slip in there, and Marshall Faulk going to take care of business. God, Marshall was so damn good.
Marty Schottenheimer? Not Schottenheimer.
No. Marty, no. The damn offensive coordinator.
Marty Morningwig.
Marty Morningwig. No, is that it? No.
It wasn't Morningwig?
OC for greatest show on turf. This is going to drive me freaking. Now, you know what? I'm not even using Chat GPT. I'm trying to use Google. Damn it. Hopefully that person's calling because I can't. My ADHD's got me wanting to know so bad. Back to the SEC before we look at this again. I said Cam Newton, who's getting his number 2 retired at Auburn before the Georgia game this year, had, I think, the most dominant season in SEC history. And I'm looking at it not through a statistical prism, but a look now, 15 years back.
Mike Martz.
Mike Martz.
Mike Martz. I saw it too with the glasses, but you were throwing me off with
White
Marty.
hair.
Mike Martz.
Dude, I knew it wasn't him. That's why I call every girl, hey, what's up, sweetie? Or hey, doll. Hey, babe. And I say what up to every dude. Yo, what up, bruh? Because I can't remember. I might know your first.
Hell, you just learned Landon's name. What was it, a month or two ago?
No, I did good with Landon. I did good. I did very, very good. But again, Cam Newton, Heisman Trophy winner, Player of the Year, SEC Offensive Player of the Year, National Champ, 182 passer rating that year, which broke all the records in the SEC. Cam Newton, most ridiculous freak I ever seen. Just not the same in the National Football League. We'll talk about Johnny Manziel's crazy career, the midget or dwarf, whichever vernacular is better. I'm not a little person. Darian, you are. Would you rather be called a dwarf or a midget? Which one is nice? Because dwarf makes
call me a midget. Don't call me no dwarf. Call me a midget, man, all day long.
And Mindy the midget who comes and performs once a month. She doesn't call herself Mindy the dwarf. And it's midget.
What does Wee Man call himself? We should go whatever Wee Man calls himself.
It's a good question. Is Wee Man still with us? But we can talk. Oh, by the way, crazy. I forgot, by the way, thank you, Texter. Tim Couch, man, back in 98 had a sick season.
Yeah, but you cannot replace any of those guys with the guys on this list, John.
No,
I want to say Emmitt Smith. Who do you put Emmitt Smith on this list for? The only person I see is maybe Archie Griffin, but the guy won, 2, 3 Heismans?
Archie won 2.
Archie won 2? Like,
only
that's a 2-time Heisman.
2 times.
That's a 2-time Heisman winner. You can't replace that with Emmitt.
No, you can't. And I got to take time out because I got to pay some bills. Again, on the other side, let's continue the talk. I love talking college football. We're not far out. We got Kansas State. We got the Cyclones. I'll give you my preview and predictions. I listened to Jake and them yesterday. Very, very interesting stuff that they dropped for you. We're going to talk about some lines, some sporting bets. We also got to talk NFL and more. Mo at 12, Hardwood because it feels so good at 12:30. And damn it, sorry about yesterday. But we're going to get back on the horse. And we're going to win some bets today because yesterday was terrible. Cubs suck. Back into shakes. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
You have opinions?
I think it's over.
Of course you do.
I don't think it's that simple.
Everyone does.
I got all the answers.
Hit us up on the Sissy's Log Cabin listener line at 360-8255.
Looking for sports in all the wrong places? Try the Owner's Box Sports Bar and Grill in Lakeland's Town Square. Fun, exciting, friendly, and comfortable with wall-to-wall TVs. 24 taps for all your beers, including $3 domestic and $5 craft pints on Mondays. Monday through Friday, 3 to 6 happy hour. Music bingo Tuesdays. Daily specials and online ordering. The Owner's Box Sports Bar and Grill in Lakeland's Town Square. Highway 70. Check Facebook for daily specials and weekend music at the Owner's Box.
I'm Gary York. I'm the service director at Lexus of Memphis. Our service department wants to be more than just a place where you get your oil changed. We do glass repair, windshield replacement, recalibration of your camera and sonar systems, even wheel repair, tire replacement, all the things you would expect from a luxury automotive dealer. Please check out our website. You can schedule your appointment, check out our specials, hours of operation, or if you'd like to do it in person, please reach out to one of our associates at 901-271-5199.
Mid-South, it's time to put a new Volkswagen in your driveway, and we got it covered at Gossett Volkswagen on the Pike. 2025 Tahoe says we got it now $258 a month. How about 2025 Jetta S? We got it $254 a month. And right now, 2025 Atlas Cross Sport SE, we got it $286 a month. Plus all 2025 Atlas Peak Editions, $5,000 off MSRP. That's right, $5,000 off all 2025 Atlas Peak Editions. So let Gossett Volkswagen on the Pike put a new Volkswagen in your driveway today. Hurry to Gossett Volkswagen, 1875 Covington Pike, or shop online at GossettVWMemphis.com, where we're charging forward and charging less every day. If you want it, we got it at Gossett Volkswagen. SMO 58602, MSRP 27011, Jetta SMO 85183, MSRP 24150, Cross CSC 228 MSRP 39206. Includes all rebates and incentives. Must finance through Volkswagen Credit. Excludes tax title and license with approved credit. Dealer stock only. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 8/31/25.
Here's what sets NST Law apart. They don't just work in Memphis, they ride for Memphis. From school fundraisers to courtroom battles, they show up where it matters. And when someone in this city gets hurt, NST goes toe-to-toe with insurance giants. No fear, no favors. It's not just the law to them, it's loyalty. And if you ever need backup after a crash, NST's got your back. NST is the way to go. Call 683-7000 or check out nstlaw.com.
Listen each and every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. and join Ottawild Presbyterian Church for worship. Ottawild is a PCUSA church located in Midtown Memphis.
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. So I got a great text from my buddy Matt. Hey, what up, Matt? Says, dude, on your commercial, are you singing, looking for sports in all the wrong places? You're the worst singer I've ever heard in my life.
But it is catchy. I will say this. I'm at Channel 5 regularly saying, looking for sports in all the wrong place. And then it's like, why am I doing this? Because I heard you say it.
Owner's Box, baby. I will say, though, I might not be able to sing, but I do know where the best sports bar is, period, in the discussion. It's right there out there in Lakeland's Town Square. It's the Owner's Box. It is big. It is beautiful. It's got 24 beers on tap, full liquor bar, wine for my ladies. And men, if you want a little wine. Food is straight fire, and there's more TVs than you can shake a stick at. And you know the NFL is right around the corner. There's only one bar I know that will have every single NFL game that is played this year in their bar, on their television, and that's the Owner's Box Sports Bar and Grill out in Lakeland's Town.
I got a question for Matt. I got a question for Matt, though. So he's just now realizing that was you?
Yes. He just thought it was
You've
somebody
been
else.
singing that for a while. That commercial, they're just now realizing that.
Yeah, that makes me laugh. Yeah, that is me. It's terrible.
They could have thought it was Boy George or something.
Dude. Sadly, I'm trying to think. How do I know Boy George? Who is Boy George?
Or Meatloaf. They could have thought you were Meatloaf.
No,
singing.
dude. That's like he's a big dude.
But singing, they don't see you. It's by the voice. It's by the vocals.
Yeah, but you can tell
you're humming,
like,
dog.
My voice says I'm sexy. Like, period. That's why I go to 901 Aesthetics. Now, 901 Aesthetics, by the way, #1 med spa. Period. End of discussion. They made me look sexy. Man, you better keep it up. Head on out there. Learn something. Now, I want y'all to learn and help me learn. We got a lot of people out there who love college football. Elvis called in during the break. And
Yeah, shout out to Elvis.
He talked about somebody from, I think, with the 51 Tennessee Vols championship team. I'm going to be honest with you, he was breaking up, so I couldn't hear what he was talking about. But I can't.
But you understood the Reggie,
Elvis,
though, right?
I can't go back that far. But I did hear him say at the beginning, Reggie White
okay,
on that list.
So that's where I'll explain. Maybe I misinterpreted or misspoke because your
Randy
eyes.
White.
I said Reggie. This is Randy White from Maryland, 1974. He is on the first team defense. So you are right, Elvis. There is not a Reggie White sighting on this.
Well, Reggie was the minister of defense. And when he got to the Showboats, he was a stud. When he went to the National Football League, he was a stud. And another person, Earl the Pearl Campbell, was so badass, you just don't even know. And Phil, thank you. If I could have gotten my text line open before the break, I would have seen Mike Martz, Phil, and a bunch of other people came in to try to help me out. Thank you.
John, where's Jim Brown? What is wrong with us? He's not on either of these lists, first or second team. Where's Jim Brown? Syracuse.
Dude, that is...
Bleacher Report, we're starting to question your list now. No Reggie White, no Jim Brown.
I mean, it ain't like the guys that they have in there are like...
They are all-timers. They're
all all-timers, and this is definitely like, splitting hairs.
You are.
But, dude, Jim Brown was...
Has to be on there, right?
Like the OG. I mean, let's be honest with you. We can bring up O.J. Simpson, too.
Yeah, but dude,
But,
like for his list purposes.
When he was running roughshod on people at USC, he was buck wild. And then when he went to Buffalo, Lord.
Ran himself right into some Hertz commercials.
Damn straight he did.
But you got to take somebody off. That's the fun part about
Naked
lists, John.
Gun movies.
You got to take somebody off. If you're putting somebody on, you got to take somebody off.
Dude, holy moly.
And he was a 49er, too. I got to give me an OJ 49er jersey.
I can tell you why it is that they don't have Jim Brown on this list.
Talk to me.
While he was ridiculous, man, back then, they didn't play that many games.
Is that the same? I guess, do you have the same argument for Reggie? Tell me why Reggie's not on there.
In 1954, he rushed for 430 yards. In 1955, he rushed for 660 yards. In 1956, 986 yards. He averaged 6.2 yards per carry. He had 13 touchdowns. Yeah, he's a badass.
But better pro.
But, like, damn, bro. That is a much better pro. But you knew he was a stud, but it was 1950, the 50s. So I guess the numbers just don't look like that. And the crazy thing is did you know when he had 986 yards, he led the conference in total freaking yards and was the FBS Division I leader.
While playing lacrosse, too.
But only 986 yards in 1956 was the all-time rushing leader. Like, that blows my mind.
You could put your helmet in your pocket when you were done with the game, John. Like, yeah.
Richard Dent, somebody's asking, why no Arch Manning? Dude, where the hell is Eric effing Berry? I agree. Eric Berry.
So what position is that? Safety, right? Eric Berry, he was a safety, right?
Dude, he was
cornerback.
I mean, like, you can do the Honey Badger. You can do Eric Berry. Tennessee played cornerback.
Overrun a lot in Ed Reed.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying, we want to talk about some dudes that were real studs.
You know what? No, John, quickly, let me give you that. So, Honey Badger, he's actually on second team. Let me give it to you right quick so you'll have the full list. I gave you first team and second team offense and defense already.
Tyrann Mathieu, if you didn't know who that's the Honey Badger.
Honey Badger. So you got
pound for pound, one of the toughest
Hall of
dudes I've
Famer.
ever seen in my entire life, any level.
National Championship College, Super Bowl with the
Bowl
Chiefs.
champ.
Yep. So you got Bubba Smith, tall Bubba Smith, the guy from Police Academy.
Yeah, Bubba.
There you go. Bruce Smith, those are your defensive ends. Your defensive tackles are Leroy Selman and Warren Sapp. Your linebackers
There's
are
Warren Sapp. We needed Warren Sapp.
1994 Warren Sapp. Your linebackers, Jerry Robinson, Brian Bosworth, and Lawrence Taylor. Your cornerbacks.
Dude, I know he was great at Oklahoma, but that dude was so juiced.
He's on there. Second team.
Like, we want to like castrate McGuire and Sosa and Bonds, but we're gonna put Boz on the all-time greatest when that dude was juicing like nobody's business.
You make a great point, sir.
Like, dude was sticking. Like, that dude was doing Deca, deep ball, trend, Scipio 8.
He got him a 30 for 30 out of it.
Lord have mercy. He took literally everything.
All right, then around the list of your cornerbacks, Champ Bailey, 1998, and Tyron Honey Badger Matthew, 2011. Your safeties, Benny Blades and Al Broski, and your punter, Reggie Roby. That's your second team. That's your full list.
Not bad. Not bad. Derek Thomas. Ooh, that's a good one, Texter. And you know what? I ain't going to lie. This is the best one. Al Wilson from Jackson Central Mary here in the South, downhill in Tennessee, who went to the Vols, is an all-time great linebacker in the National Football League. You give me Al Wilson all day over Brian Bosworth's ass. I'm telling you, I agree 100%. Also, did you know Al Wilson, his senior year, won the 100 meters for state? This dude stepped on
Al
my
was
face.
the man. Al was the man.
Al was the baddest ass player I've ever played against. He was the when I say I ain't ever stood next to another dude who intimidated or scared me like that when I was a young high school kid, he did.
You're
Holy
right.
hell.
You're right. That's why lists are great. It makes you remember
And Al
stuff
Wilson
like
went in the SEC his freshman year and showed everybody why he killed children in high school. Jeez.
Oh, shout out Texter. I thought that was you, Joe. Make my Texter some love.
Yeah, man, that's what
shout
I'm
out to
talking
Texter.
about.
Give me Al Wilson over Boz.
And by the way, let's not forget, was it Monday Night Football in Seattle? Bo Jackson ran right into the Boz, carried him all the way in the end zone, and basically ended his career and let everybody know, I don't care how many steroids you do. I'm Bo Bleepin' Jackson. Man, Bo didn't.
These lists got y'all fired up. I like this. I like this.
I'm ready for something.
But I'm telling you, Texters, you have to take someone off. Do not text us saying, what about such?
Ernie
You got to
Davis
take someone
replaced
off.
Jim Brown, by the way, a lot.
You said Ernie Davis?
Yeah, Ernie Davis. See, I'm not as old. Thank you, Texas. It says Ernie Davis replaced Jim Brown. Archie Griffin, another great college back.
Archie's on there. Archie's on the second team.
Damn. Now, if we were going to go with the Manning, in all honesty, are you going Arch? Are you going Peyton? Are you
Going Peyton. You're going Peyton. Now, I can be persuaded to Archie if you give me some, some stuff I don't know about Archie. But I ain't taking Eli over Peyton. Not a chance. But because Dad had those wheels.
I mean, I don't know if you remember. I'm going to be honest with you. Eli passed for 3,600 yards, 48 touchdowns, completed 63% of his passes, had 150 quarterback rating at Ole Miss.
I ain't touching them. You can have them.
I'm just saying, don't act like, dude, he's got 2 Super Bowls, bro. He beat the great, the GOAT, Tom Brady. He said, take your dad bod back.
But that's pro. We're staying in college.
I mean, let's be real. Jamarcus Russell at LSU was a full-grown man.
And Texter, if you did not hear, Archie Griffin is on the list. He's second team along with Tony Dorsett in the backfield.
Dude, I can't believe I'm going to say this. Michael Strahan.
Don't do that.
No, this is terrible. I remember him as a Giant. I cannot remember where he played college football at.
And it wasn't Troy, but I don't think.
Where did Michael Strahan play college ball at? Because I honestly, my brain is going blank. Dude, and also speaking
Texas Southern, HBCU.
Okay, that's probably why it didn't pop. It's not one of the big schools. He went to an HBCU?
Yep, but from his college days, he doesn't belong on this list.
No, but damn, his pro days. I did not realize he was an HBCU dude.
Texas Southern. I would take P. Willis. I'm taking Patrick Willis over college Michael Strahan.
Dude, Patrick Willis.
I'm taking college Patrick at Ole Miss. Don't give me Michael Strahan on this list, y'all.
I still think Al Wilson's better than even Patrick Willis.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I didn't bring up that then. I waited for a great moment to bring up P. Willis. I was not going to do the great Al Wilson like that. Give me Al Wilson over college Patrick all day long, but give me college Patrick over this TSU Michael Strahan.
Bryce Young, by the way, I got a text her because we were talking college quarterbacks. Joe Burrow over 2 years. I agree with the texter, and I said this at the very beginning. I believe if you might not have heard, I said Joe Burrow statistically is the greatest quarterback in SEC history,
and that's what got us on this.
His 2 seasons are almost perfection. I mean, so he completed 77% of his passes. Now, again, he was throwing to Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson. Should we hold that against him?
No.
He's a badass.
Leonard Fournette in the background, right?
Too, by the way, he's a badass. Clyde's Edward Hilaire.
And Leonard Fournette, right?
Both? No, Fournette wasn't there.
Okay. Clyde Edwards, okay.
Clyde's Edward Hilaire.
Did they go undefeated one season? You said almost perfect.
Yeah, they went all the way.
They went undefeated, right?
Yeah. But like Cam Newton, the point I'm saying is just one season. That's the most dominant performance I've ever seen. And again, you can go back and look. Nick Fairley, who was the only other first-round draft pick off that team, was a bust, and there was only one other player, and I can't remember his name. Like, literally, that national championship of 2010 had one NFL player, and it was Cam Newton. That's crazy.
Your texter sent back in Eric Berry. You're not taking Ronnie Lott or Ed Reed off of this list for Eric Berry. Nor are you taking Benny Blaze off. You can sell me on Al Broski from 1951, John. I'm not familiar with that one.
Eric Berry, man, made some of the craziest damn plays, though.
He was the quarterback on the defense, correct. And he came right into the NFL and slid right into that spot as well.
SEC, man, it just makes you realize, because I was talking about the top quarterbacks.
Just means
just
more,
in the
right?
SEC, just the top quarterbacks in the Southeastern Conference. We haven't mentioned, of course, Johnny Manziel's crazy record-breaking freshman Heisman. I mean, he was a freshman, right, when he won the Heisman? Ain't he the first person that was a freshman to win the Heisman?
He's first, yep.
I mean, dude, you're a freshman and you win the Heisman Trophy? 5,000 total yards, 47 touchdowns. Dude was running in circles. Dude was snorting yayo and probably hitting the 10 twice a day.
All right, for 100 pennies, John, who was the second freshman.
Hold on. Out of all the quarterbacks, the great season that they had, who would you, if you could put yourself in their shoes and live their life, who would you be? Would you be the great, sweet Tim Tebow?
Yes, I'm Tim Tebow all day long.
Dude, I'm Johnny Manziel,
Nope,
bro.
nope. People want what they can't have. Do you know probably how much or how many Tebow has probably said no? But here, Tebow, like with Johnny, it was kind of like, you're getting a party. Do you know what
like
Tebow
party,
is?
Bro.
Do you know what Tebow is?
What do you think I'm going to do? I'm going to, for a whole year, go to church every day and then, lead my team and go to workouts at 3 o'clock in the morning instead of doing yay with a bunch of twins. I don't know about you, but, I don't have that self-control.
Hey, saint by day, sinner by night.
Hey, put me in Johnny Manziel's shoes.
All right, Johnny, for 100 pennies, who was the other freshman to win Heisman Trophy? You got Johnny Manziel at 2012, sir. And I will tell you, I will give you a hint. It was immediately the next year.
Oh, damn, now you really screwed me up. 2013, only 12 years ago.
Immediately the next year, he first did the same thing.
What quarterback?
You want me to tell you? Just give it to you.
A freshman quarterback that jumped on the scene after Johnny Manziel.
He likes crab legs.
Oh, my gosh. Are you talking about my favorite player in all of football world, Jameis Winston?
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Famous Jameis. Dude, you forget about Jameis.
Back to back. You had Johnny Manziel, then Winston.
Yeah. Oh, famous Jameis Winston. Damn. He was.
Both were red shirts. I'm looking this up. They were not, natural freshmen. They were both red shirts. So there you go.
Hell, who do you think the greatest Georgia quarterback is? Just Georgia.
Can't beat Stafford.
Well, Matt Stafford.
Can't beat Stafford. He didn't bring him a. He didn't bring him a title.
He was awesome though. Aaron Murray was bleeping awesome for Georgia. They were awesome. But they weren't Stetson Bennett.
They weren't.
Stetson's got 2 natties, bro.
There you go. He's nowhere near sniffing this list.
Damn, man. Cam Newton's, though, passer rating in 2010 of 182, which is the best single season ever, and he rushed for 1,500 yards and 20 touchdowns, is nuts. Number 2, you deserve to get your jersey retired. One other note though about Auburn, I saw if I'm an Auburn fan right now, I might be drinking Tito's already. In fact, I would be drinking a lot of Tito's to try because I would be freaking out over some of the things that Hugh Freeze said recently. Did you hear he said he's going to play all 3 of his quarterbacks against Baylor?
In some capacity.
Dude, this is the season opener. It's next Friday. And they're going to play all their quarterbacks? I can hear somebody say, well, John, you don't want to give the defense, they're going to have to plan for all three quarterbacks. If you got 3 quarterbacks, you ain't got none, brother. When you got 2, you ain't got 1. Do you remember Noah Brandeis and, what was it, Steve Johnson when Steve Spurrier's rotating quarterbacks in play after play like they're a freaking wide receiver? Yeah, because they didn't have a quarterback. Lord, can't be doing that. All 3 quarterbacks. And then this is the other thing that I said to myself. I think I need another drink of Tito's right now if I'm an Auburn fan, but I'm not. Because he said not only do all three quarterbacks play, but he says all three coaches calling plays because they all have different signal callers for each quarterback. What the hell are you talking about? 3 different dudes in the ear? 3 different play callers? And Hugh Freeze is quoted an offensive coach. What are you doing, Hugh? I know you've been at the golf course, and I know you like.
Been at the Grove for too long. That's all.
Are you sure? I don't think it's too early for Tito's. If life ever hands you lemons, you don't freak out, you don't fret, you don't stress, you just make a lemon drop. Make sure it's with the best. That's Tito's handmade vodka. Let me know what you think. We talking college football. I got Mo joining me at 12 o'clock. I got Wood because it feels so good. And damn it, we going to bet. Don't touch the dial. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Available locally on your radio dial as well as around the world online at sports56whbq.com. Take us with you everywhere by downloading the Sports 56 app. And at home, just say, Alexa, play Sports 56. Wherever you are, it's easy to stay tuned to Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Marshall Steakhouse is a feast for the eyes as well as the body. Enjoy all American USDA prime steaks, aged 30 days or more, and other delicious meats and sides. Marshall Steakhouse in Holly Springs, named the #1 steakhouse in Mississippi by the Food Network, and named in the top 2 most legendary steakhouses in the South by Southern Living Magazine. Make reservations today and get free bread pudding by calling 662-252-2424 or online at marshallsteakhouse.com. Marshall Steakhouse in Holly Springs, a Southern treat.
All 650 acquisition fee, 20 cents per excess mile. Must finance through KFA. K4 SE 177,230. MSRP 24,465. Telluride SG 676,854. MSRP 41,505. K5 S53 13320. MSRP 29,780. Includes all rebates and incentives. Excludes tax title and license with approved credit. Dealer stock only. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 9/2/2025. Mid-South, I got him on the line. Jeff Allen. Hey, man, how's things looking over there at Gossett Kia South on Mount Moriah?
Things always look great when you got great deals, Randy.
Well, Jeff, tell the people what you got.
Get a new ride for $185 per month and a 2025 Kia K4 LXS 39 MPG Highway.
That's incredible. What else you got?
2025 Kia K5 GT line, $245 a month. Plus a 2025 Kia Telluride S front-wheel drive, $335 per month. And they all come with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty.
All $49.99 due at signing, 24-month lease.
So whether you live in Horn Lake, South Haven, Olive Branch, or Memphis, you'll be happy at Gossett Kia on Mount Moriah.
2680 Mount Moriah. Online, KiaMountMoriah.com.
I passed by a new barbecue restaurant on the way in today that wasn't a Central Barbecue.
Now, why would you do that?
Exactly my point. In a city that already has plenty of Central Barbecue, the best barbecue in the universe, why would somebody think that we need a different barbecue restaurant?
Not only in Memphis, there's Central Barbecue in South Haven.
Right. Central Barbecue. Again, the bestest barbecue anywhere is already somewhere near anyone listening to this commercial. If somebody wants to open a restaurant, open a sushi place.
Or one of those Mongolian beef places.
Or a place that specializes in things made with bananas.
Not just barbecue.
Not in a city that already has Central Barbecue.
Nestled in the heart of East Memphis, located corner of Park and Cherry, is a beautiful residential neighborhood. I'm here at Town Village Audubon Park interviewing a new resident, Carolyn. Share with us why you chose Town Village.
Well, if your parents or special friends need to make that big move, let me share with you my experience. It was tough for me to leave home, but then I discovered Town Village. I would like to highly recommend Town Village to you and your loved ones. After looking at all the amenities and meeting all the people and staff, I was hooked. From restaurant, bistro, 3 meals per day, housekeeping, transportation, security, health care, physical therapy, exercise room, and even a heated pool and spa. Come see us and make your new home at Town Village.
Visit us and call Daniel at Town Village Audubon Park at 901-374-7342. There's no place like home, Town Village.
At Jason's Deli, when you're dining in or picking up curbside, you can expect wholesome food and no surprises, just delicious sandwiches, crisp salads, and quick quality meals made with the freshest ingredients and no artificial trans fats, MSG, high fructose corn syrup, or artificial colors and dyes. Around here, a lot of thought goes into what we put into our food and what we take out of it, because you're not just taking a bite, you're getting a taste of who we are. New items are constantly being created to expand our menu for all tastes and special diets with vegan and gluten-free options available. Convenience and on-time delivery you can count on. It's just a click away at jasonsdeli.com, so whether you need to feed 5 people or 5,000, the team at Jason's Deli, they have the credentials and the commitment to keep you satisfied. Freshness is nearby at Jason's Deli with locations at Ridgeway in the Park Place Center, Poplar and Highland, Germantown Road in Cordova, and on Goodman Road in Olive Branch. Jason's Deli. It's wholesome food and no surprises.
All the wisdom of the universe is in these bones.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Two-stepping Tuesday. We've been dancing around college football all day.
Dude,
text line's blowing up.
I didn't know today was Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Welcome back, John.
Man, it's good to be back. Got a lot of great texts.
They are, man, Liz, you have set the city on fire with this list. Not our list, it's Bleachers Report.
They are killing me. I've been giving a little of my own opinions and lists.
My only rule is if you're going to put somebody on the list, you got to take somebody off. We're not going to play easy ball like that.
All right, fair deal.
Got to take somebody off.
All right.
Who's coaching this team? Off the top of your head, who's coaching this team?
Jimmy Johnson.
Oh, you know what?
Did it in
That's
college,
why I like
did
you.
it in the NFL.
You know what? That's why I like you.
He can do it anyway.
That's why I like you. Because not only
does
you're
it
going
on
to
the
get
studio, does it on his boat.
You're going to get the job done and have
Hair
fun.
always looks good too.
I'm with you, John.
Give me Jimmy, baby.
Can I throw you a Jim Harbaugh out there as his assistant coach?
Who's got it better than us? Nobody. No, dude, don't give me Jim. Jim.
You don't want Jim as
I
assistant
hey,
coach?
look, I always say if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. He obviously cheating, got a 10-year show cause. Michigan paid $30 million, but they got a natty. He beat Ohio State. But let's not forget, like before, he took a pay cut before everything went Gucci.
You know what, John? You just made me think of something. You say Jimmy Johnson head coach. How about Nick Saban and Urban Meyer as the assistants?
I picked, by the way, Jimmy over Nick Saban.
Okay, I'll take him as assistant.
Because I think he's he's just a better coach.
Yeah, I don't want him coaching.
Jimmy Johnson, though, was the first person in college to go in there and pull out the swag. He was the most intimidating coach ever, in my opinion, and he let his team dress in Army fatigues. He let him talk trash. He let him be himself. But one thing he did, he held them accountable on the field. Now, what they did off the field, they're full-grown ass men. He kind of let him do that situation. But when it came to intimidating and changing the way that they played the game in college and in the National Football League, I mean, do you realize the Cowboys hadn't done jack since Jimmy Johnson left? And I know somebody's going to say, Barry Switzer won a Super Bowl. That was Jimmy's team.
Jimmy's team.
Jimmy gave the middle finger to Jerry and said, dog, I ain't doing what you say. I'm bouncing. Thanks for the 2 Super Bowl rings. Enjoy. I'm going fishing. And they bring in Barry Switzer. Hell, if he could get it done, I think I could have come in off the streets and won with that team.
Tony Dungy did the same thing for John Gruden.
Dude.
He alley-ooped up Tampa Bay in that defense.
Well,
and
also, John Gruden had
home.
the cheat code. He was coaching the Raiders, leaves the Raiders, coaches Tampa Bay, and guess what team they play in the Super Bowl? The Raiders, with his quarterback, Rich Gannon. They completely destroyed them. I gotta get off of that because, man, I got NFL Talk with Mo coming up. I got
I'm with you,
college
man.
football.
The peeps are with you, too. Look, I mean, they are lighting it up over there.
I got a person that texted me and said, you are crazy, Darian.
Come on, with what?
Because I said if I could go back and be any college quarterback for one season and just live their life vicariously through them, would you be Cam Newton, who had the greatest, put a whole team on his back? Would you be Tim Tebow, who had 2 seasons at Florida where he was leading everybody? Would you be Joe Burrow? Would you be, man, tell you the truth, I've already said I'm Johnny Manziel.
Nobody probably had more fun than Matt Leinart and Carson.
No, nobody.
Those
had more
USC
fun.
guys.
Like Johnny Manziel, number 1 in fun. And number 2, I'd have to say Jamarcus Russell down at LSU. The dude was drinking a bottle of lean a day.
Okay, I get you.
The dude never even looked at the playbook when he went first overall, went to the Raiders. I mean, he was still partying in the NFL. That's why it didn't work out.
Was Nick his coach at LSU?
No, that was
I can look it up. I thought Nick was his coach.
I don't think it was. No, it wasn't Nick.
But Jimmy has a player on this team.
It might have been Nick.
Jimmy at least would have Ed Reed on this all-time team. If Nick was coaching, he would not have a single player on this team. Notice that?
That's almost.
Urban Meyer doesn't have a player on his team.
That's almost unbelievable.
But Jimmy Johnson does.
I like Jimmy. His hair's always great. Reminds me of myself. I'm going to take a break because we got Jeremy Merritt. We got Mo. We're going to talk everything. Mo knows Mo. It is Tuesday, right? Makes me wonder. Do I have Jeremy Merritt or Mo today? Mo Schefter or Jeremy Merritt? I can tell I just got back from a vacation. If you want a vacation, go to your local liquor store, pick up a bottle of Tito's, make you a beautiful drink, put a little color in it, put a little hat inside of it, and sit in the AC because it's hot outside, bro. We getting hot up in here because we about to talk all things college football. Great shot just came in. Johnny, Hugh Freeze, his problem is he's got too many professionals on his staff. By professionals, I think he means ladies of the night. Prostitutes. Mississippi State, Tennessee, Alabama have some legendary announcers. Have to agree with that. Larry Munson's call of Georgia versus Florida.
I see why you went on your boss test.
Lindsey Scott is legendary. I miss the old announcers. Feel you.
I see why you went on your Barry Switzer deal. Got the texture hyping up Barry.
Barry Switzer, yes, he did. He did good things at Oklahoma. Yes. Dude, Barry Switzer also, he made, what's his name? Who was the greatest running back? He's from Mississippi. Country is all get out.
I know what you're talking about. Marcus Dupree.
Marcus Dupree.
Come on, baby.
Man, he went out there as a freshman, and Barry just, ruined his confidence, and he still dominated, and then next year made him damn quit.
How old are we, man? Marcus Dupree.
Old. We are old. It's time for me to take a little bit of a break. We got all kinds of good stuff to talk about. In fact, hell, man, I got to talk about some Netflix things I've been seeing when it comes to the SEC Saturdays. Don't you dare touch that dial. We're talking with somebody about football on the other side. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Let Bryant Dacus and Brett Norsworthy take you home every afternoon. Sports Time on Sports 56. Weekdays from 3 to 6 here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Looking for sports in all the wrong places? Try the Owner's Box Sports Bar and Grill in Lakeland's Town Square. Fun, exciting, friendly, and comfortable with wall-to-wall TVs. 24 taps for all your beers, including $3 domestic and $5 craft pints on Mondays. Monday through Friday, 3 to 6 happy hour. Music bingo Tuesdays. Daily specials and online ordering. The Owner's Box Sports Bar and Grill in Lakeland's Town Square. Highway 70. Check Facebook for daily specials and weekend music at the Owner's Box.
Getting engaged is one of life's most spectacular occasions. And when you find your ring at Sissy's Log Cabin, the promise of a lifetime begins with our promise to always provide unmatched quality, superior service, and brilliant natural diamonds. Find your dream engagement ring, wedding bands, and more when you shop sissyslogcabin.com or stop by any of our 7 locations. Begin the rest of your lives brilliantly. Only at Sissy's Log Cabin, because life's too short for ordinary jewelry.
Get travel ready in your new Mitsubishi from Gossett Mitsubishi on the Pike. 2024 Mitsubishi Mirage, car and driver's best. Buy for $16,425, gets 39 MPG. 2025 Mitsubishi Outlander, we Gossett. $31,105 or $399 per month. More head and leg room, plus longer warranty and lower price than Toyota RAV4. 2025 Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV plug-in hybrid. Combined range, 420 miles, better warranty, more electric range on full charge than a Toyota RAV4. Outlander PHEV $39,115 or sign and drive for $396 a month. Plus peace of mind with 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. That's Gossett Mitsubishi, 1870 Covington Pike. Online, MemphisMitsubishi.com.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
Outlander
for SU 32343, MSRP 36105, PHEV SC 00816, MSRP 42615, Mirage RHO 378,839, includes all rebates and incentives. PF 895 excludes tax title and license. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through end of the month with approved credit. Dealer stock only.
Saturday just got way more fun. College football is back. Saturdays are yours to own with DraftKings. Here's something special for first-timers. New customers bet $5, that is it, and you'll get $200 instantly in bonus bets. Just download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. The code is HERD, H-E-R-D, for new customers to get $200 instantly in bonus bets, betting just $5. In partnership with DraftKings Sportsbook, the crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio.
Hey, this is Erin with Millington Weight Loss and Wellness. Are you struggling with your weight loss journey? At Millington Weight Loss and Wellness, we have our new Evolve X treatments that melts the fat, tightens the skin, and works the muscles all in the same treatment. And it's on a summer blast sale for $100. That's a $300 savings. We also have our GLP-1 semaglutide and trizepatide, NAD+, Protrim Plus, and B12 lipo injections. Millington Weight Loss and Wellness is located off of Highway 51 in Millington, behind Pop's Barbecue. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram. Call us at 901-436-0272. We look forward to helping you with your weight loss journey.
Listen each and every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. and join Ottawild Presbyterian Church for worship. Ottawild is a PCUSA church located in Midtown Memphis.
We are Sports 56, WHBQ Memphis, and W253DF Memphis with Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10.
4.9 liter V8, 0 to 60, and I'm about to find out.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It is Tuesday, August something. I think it's the 19th. Football's right around the corner, people. We're going to kick things off in Dublin. You got Kansas State, Iowa State, 2 ranked teams. I'm fired up for it. I'm ready for week 1. We got all kinds of games out there. We've been talking college football all day. And the Sissy's Log Cabin text and listener line, because life's too short for ordinary joy, has been lit up like a Christmas tree. That's 901-360-8255. We are going to talk with Jeremy Merritt. Germ, so true, baby. I just got back on vacation. I was talking about Mo because I was, Jay Ham, the historian, he
absolutely do.
He comes by my crib in the mornings. I don't know if a lot of people realize that. Have a little coffee, little left-handed smokety smoke, get your mind right before the show, And I guess we were talking about Friday's show and Mo.
Good. I'm glad you brought that up.
And then I just came to work because I was still from that little left-handed smoke, had my little head kind of not on straight, I guess you would say. And I've been talking about Mo's coming. Mo ain't coming.
I'm glad you brought up Friday because I was in the eye of the storm, and I had Mo, I had Ham, I had Jeremy Merritt, and we had this guy Seth call in. Seth was trying to get on their head about the Cowboys. They wouldn't allow it. They weren't having it. Text line was jumping. John, I had fun
It was a great Friday.
I had fun.
I had to check it out. It was a great show. By the way, though, one other thing before I bring in my man Jeremy Merritt, Germ. My man Jason hit me up with this, and I kind of like what he says. He said, speaking of Boz, one of my favorite all-time college football coaches was Barry Switzer at Oklahoma, a total renegade who was the 70s and 80s version of Steve Spurrier because he was definitely not afraid to run up the score on anyone. In 1986, he beat Missouri 77-0, and Switzer said it was a tune-up scrimmage for the next game, and that was Nebraska for the Big 8 championship and the Orange Bowl. Finally, all of Switzer's shirts that he wore on game day said Switzer written in cursive on the front of the shirt. Totally awesome. John, you and I think of man, that means you messed up, bro. But I like you, Jason. He also said, dude, Bo Jackson was better than Herschel Walker. Bo Jackson was my favorite athlete of all time. He is just a damn stud. But I will say one thing. Both of them were great. Now, speaking of Jimmy Johnson, without Herschel Walker, does he turn Dallas into what he turned Dallas in? Because that was the great theft of all time.
Not by himself. That trade made it, because you got to think you got Emmett as well as Michael Irvin out of that trade. Because Troy was already there. That's the point you pick. Troy was already there.
And he was a Troy. Don't forget, like what he went to Oklahoma and then back to UCLA. Is that how Troy went? Troy did it back in the day, or was it the other way around? I can't remember. Anyway, my man Jeremy Mayer's here. Germ, how's life, brother?
Everything is good, man. First of all, congratulations, my brother. You have now ascended into another round now.
Yup.
You know?
I tied that knot. I got a ring on my left hand. Went on a little, I did the whole deed. And by the way, I ain't going to lie to you, man. The wedding turned out nice, didn't it, D?
Very nice, Jeremy. It was the quickest wedding I've ever heard. So I'm going to talk to you, Jeremy, and if you hear me. At our weddings, I think we would have had the great aunts and the grandmas and the this and the that. None of that. It was straight up bingo, bango. Now you do kiss your bride. I was ready for 3 more weddings, dude.
And then we partied right after.
And then we partied right.
Superman DJ.
Wedding was like 6 or 7 minutes tops, dog.
That's how you do it, man. I'm here to do. I don't know if I'll cut to the chase, brother. I'm ready to cut the cake, drink the Tito's, and get down and dance.
Hey, listen, sometimes in life, there are certain things that we just don't need a lot of. You know, we'll need a lot of talking if we know what we're here to do.
Yeah, I do. I will tell you, though, I did, and again, if I hope this person isn't listening, I did, one of the reasons I did it like that, I've been to many weddings, and I'm going to tell you 95% of them I'll have a great time. I did go to one, however, and I'm just going to be honest, it was a Catholic wedding, and I got down on my knees and then back in my seat and then down on my knees because they had this little rail, you know what I'm talking about? Have you ever been to a Catholic church? 40 freaking times over an hour and a half. I was like, damn, dude, are we ever going to say I do?
Like
ever?
NFL training camp.
Ever? And the dude kept telling, like, they did, I swear it was longer than a Sunday service. And it was, so I went straight to the point. I thought it was great. Speaking of great, college football's around the corner, but I'm so dead gum fired up. I've been talking college football for an hour. We've been talking everything from SEC greats, the Bleacher Reports, best of all time, basically cutting up everything. I'm just kind of curious where, because I know that you're a huge head. Where's your college football fever at right now? What you paying attention to?
Right now, where my focus is, I'm just really just doing a lot of catching up with the portal, making sure I know where everybody is. If there's any teams that took any players away from any teams that are contenders, and if there's any contenders that picked up any better players in certain positions to help their football teams, things like that. So obviously, you have your Ohio State quarterback battle. They still have a good roster.
Julian Sain's going to be him.
Like?
I love week 1. Like, I am fired up to watch Texas and Ohio State. From the shoe, by the way. Like, that's going to be ridiculous.
It's going to be a really, really big game because it's the game, again, who is Mr. Manning? Who is he? What is he going to be? But the bigger thing is, for Ohio State, okay, you won the national championship. You got the proverbial monkey off the back of Ryan Day for now. Because, it's not good forever. And it's not good for a long time. It's just good for a short time. So now with Caleb Downs being a guy that's probably going to be his last year of eligibility because he's probably going to the NFL next year, how are we going to put him in a position to be a top 5 pick? And we still got this guy by the name of Jeremiah Smith that is probably arguably one of the best players in the country.
First pick in 2027 draft. And, baby, by the way, they might have the best player in college football, and Caleb Downs, their safety. He might be the number 1 pick in this year's draft. Damn.
And that's so you're looking at those things and you're saying to yourself, like, they have a lot of talent there. And then for Texas, just Texas in itself, the Manning, the Archie Manning thing. What are we doing? How does this look? Is Archie going to stay another year? Is he going to do these things? Like, what does this Texas program look like with the quarterback, with the star power, with everything else? I'm looking for Florida State to potentially make some headway this year too.
Boy, Mike
as they took
Norvell
a
needs it,
quarterback.
man. Lord have mercy. Like, he hadn't won jack since he lost Jordan Travis.
Yeah, but he took the quarterback from I forget the school off the top of my head, but he actually one of the quarterbacks in conference actually transferred over from in the portal, and he was playing for a program there. The scrambling young quarterback, I forget his name in the school. My goodness, off the top of my head, but those are the things that I'm looking forward to seeing this year. I think, like I said, Florida State. I'm giving you guys that early. I'll be way more prepared next week too. When it comes down to some of this stuff, because going into week 0, I'll have a top 5 teams to look at and everything else like that. Where my head has really been is we've been finishing up these division shows and things like that. So
NFL
I'm really
football,
been
just
focusing on that.
ready, aren't you?
I'm ready for all of the smoke, proverbially NFL smoke this year. I'll be ready for all the college football smoke as well, but I'm really ready for all the NFL smoke. College football, we'll definitely keep up with it, but I'm going to keep up with college football because I like to scout the players.
I know what you mean. But, man, last night we had a little bit of NFL action. Dude, like, preseason football is preseason football. I know it's not like, like you can never really tell. But Quinn Ewers looks absolutely terrible. Jackson Dart's looking really good. Last night we watched Jaden Daniels go in there and make it look easy. Same with Joe Burrow. Didn't like watching Joe Burrow take that, like, running back 18 yards and taking that sack.
That horse collar. Tell me the one he got the horse collar penalty on.
Get out of there, Joe. What are you doing, bro? You've been injured like 2 seasons. Like, check. Joe Burrow don't need to be playing preseason football. Let's just be real. Like,
I'm not gonna say he don't need to play preseason football, but what I will say is if he's gonna play, throw the ball away.
Yeah, don't be running backwards like that. That scared the hell out of me.
I don't care if it's the regular season, throw the ball away.
Good point.
I mean, it's really simple. When in doubt, throw it out.
When in doubt, throw it out. I like that.
I used to live like that. That's simple.
Now, looking at just a little bit for the National Football League, because we got to start getting ready and looking through these prisms for real. We got games coming up. We got bets. We got everything around the corner. Just sticking with last night. Washington and the Bengals. Bengals offense is going to be flat out legit. We know that. Their defense is going to get carved up. I look over at Washington. Their defense last year is kind of what let them down. They're trying to fix a few things over there. Their offense is still going to be explosive. Jaden Daniels is him. They've brought in more weapons. They're going to get the Terry McLaurin situation, ironed out. Like, which one of these teams that we watched last night that have 2 badass quarterbacks, both of them from LSU, both of them Heisman Trophy winners, who, like, you feel more comfortable? Do you think Jaden Daniels better situation with Washington, or is it Joe Burrow better situation in Cincinnati?
Well, I mean, the easy thing is to say is that Jaden Daniels' situation is better, but it's kind of obvious. I mean, they invested in the offensive line. They've invested in the area that made the most sense for the quarterback. But the biggest thing for the Washington Commanders is this is year 2 of a rookie quarterback, rookie contract, adding pieces around that rookie and trying to get yourself proverbially to the Super Bowl. There are maybe 5 quarterbacks in the history of this game that have won Super Bowls in the post Super Bowl era and free agency era that have won Super Bowls on rookie contracts. That haven't won Super Bowls on rookie contracts. And you have a big plethora of the ones that have won it on rookie contracts. So if you see in guys like Jaden Daniels, you're trying to get this done within the first 4 or 5 years. The same thing you'll see. Peyton Manning was one of those guys that got a Super Bowl after the time. Of course, Tom Brady. People like that. Those are some of the guys that got it. Drew Brees was another one that didn't get it on a rookie contract because he got it as a free agent, but they had a lot of, draft capital, signed a lot of good players and things like that. So historically, some of the quarterbacks, I just named 3 out of some of the other names I could name, but I'm naming these names to give you guys some perspective of how Wilson. A lot of these guys have won.
Mm-hmm. Damn, dude. That like right now though, the thing about I look at Washington where they were, new ownership, everything kind of feels like it's, pushing up daisies. They played in the NFC Championship game last year. Jaden Daniels looks like that dude. They've changed everything about it. I look over at Cincinnati, and you got to give them credit in certain situations. Did they keep that offense intact? I didn't think they were going to keep both wide receivers. They were able to do that. That damn offense is legit. But if you have somebody like Joe Burrow, who I think is he is a all-time great. It's like having a Dan Marino. It's like having a John Elway. It's like having anybody else. Like, he's going to get the ball to his receivers. He's going to make plays, and they're going to score every single Sunday. How can they not get anybody on defense of note? And why is it that their ownership just does not go all in?
Well, I think it's really simple when it comes down to this Bengals situation, right? You got Jamar Chase, right? I'm sorry. When you get an alpha in the receiver room, that means all the rest of the receivers need to play off of the alpha. The thing is, you went and you paid T.
Higgins.
I'm sorry,
you
but that $24 million could be spent in other places, and you could have did some patchwork on the offensive line with two players, for $12 million apiece, and could have been two veteran guys that could have protected your quarterback. You could have invested that on the defensive side of the football, and you could have said, okay, I'm going to take this $24 million and I'm going to put this into my defensive line, because I know that, having my defensive line in particular together helps everything on the back end. But also, most importantly, you could have took that $24 million and just gave it to Trey Hendrickson and added a couple more dollars on top of it. Not saying that T. Higgins is a bad player, but T. Higgins may not be the player you need in that locker room for you to win a Super Bowl with this quarterback. You've been to a Super Bowl with this quarterback, but now we're in a situation now where you're no longer in that same window anymore. You're in whole nother window. And you might have blown your chances because what did you do? You didn't invest in the offensive line the first time, and Aaron Donald wrecked your shop, even though you had a guy on the back end that was wrecking the shop on the back end named Jamar Chase. So I think where we are right now for the Cincinnati Bengals organization is when are we going to get the trenches right? And you can get defensive players, and yes, you can find gems and things like that, but this right here is another team that just front office wise just can't seem to get everything aligned and get everything working at the same time. If they were to get themselves an offensive line and focus on just that part of the offense would be unstoppable, and it would somewhat help the defense. Because then, at least if you're not throwing the ball with Joe, you can turn around and you can hand the ball off.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, man. When I see Joe Burrow play the position, I just think to myself, goodness gracious, if it was any other organization. And back in the day, yes, when they were doing the Icky Shuffle, and they had Boomer Esiason, left-handed quarterback throwing things were nice in Cincinnati. Anthony Munoz, that was a gross, his leg getting broken, Lord. But it's just like Cincinnati just is like, I don't know, man. It just seems like they got to the Super Bowl, and they were right there, and if it wasn't for Aaron Donald, basically, they would have held up the Lombardi, and we'd be talking about Joe Burrow so different. But it's almost like an afterthought that they made it. And then after they make it, yes, you pay your wide receivers, but, man, that defense has just turned straight trash. Other things that have turned trash around the National Football League. Quarterback play. Well, we got quarterback play. We talked about, I guess, Pittsburgh Steelers. They had Ben Roethlisberger, by the way. He was on a rookie deal when he won. He's the youngest quarterback ever to win a Super Bowl at 23. Now the Steelers have one of the oldest quarterbacks in football in Aaron Rodgers. We'll see what works out in Pittsburgh. But did you hear the Colts name Daniel Jones their starting quarterback?
Mm-hmm. And rightfully so. They should have.
Man, I just know what Daniel Jones is. He doesn't throw. He only threw 2 touchdown passes. The year that he got his contract, he threw 2 touchdown passes in 2 games, both versus the Vikings, one in the playoffs and one in the regular season. Got the big contract. Hadn't really been ever anything since. Anthony Richardson's still, 22 years old?
Anthony Richardson, I think 23, but regardless, see, Anthony Richardson is is just one of those guys that, not to be mean to the player just isn't in the lab the way that they need to be in the lab.
He's a physical freak, but he's not like what you're saying is he ain't going in there he's going in there more like Jamarcus Russell, who didn't even look at the playbook, instead of basically Peyton Manning, who devoured the playbook.
Well, I don't want to comparing people to all-time greats is no point. We just got to let the sleeping dogs lie. I'm just going to compare him to I'm going to compare him to something else. I'm going to be, give you another analogy.
Brock Purdy.
No, I'm going to give you something better. I'm going to give you an analogy. Anthony Richardson is the pretty girl that has all of the good stuff, but she doesn't take care of the small essential things like the home. Really nice aesthetically. Gives you everything that you need aesthetically, but just as a person, they just
clean,
do not
nasty.
Don't cook, don't clean, none of those things. Cooking and cleaning is the foundation of the household, and for this quarterback, what they digest, not just what they digest as food, but what they digest with their mind, the film, the things that they put first every week to put themselves in the right mindset to study, to work out, whatever the case is. I just don't think he takes the game serious enough to put that into, action on Sundays. And the people who prepare and the people who show up prepared are normally the ones that you see that do a lot of good things on the field. That way he got hit when he broke his finger or whatever the case is, there's no way you don't feel that pressure in that situation. But most importantly, there's no way that you couldn't figure out what was going on in that situation. And there's people like me that are a novice, that are at home, that are not being paid to do this job, that can tell you that we understood that what you were supposed to do in that situation. It is strictly about the lab. This is not an attack on the person. The person needs to get in the lab and focus on the actual game and the things that they need to take care of from down to down and things like that. And I just think that this game, unless you're in love with the details, you will never be good at its most important position.
Man, winning in the NFL is hard. It is. It really
So
is.
imagine you get 60, let's just say on average, you get 60 to 70 snaps, 60 to 70 opportunities to put your team in the best play, right? 60 to 70 times. So this means 60, 70 times you have to look at a defense, identify what they're doing, identify what you're doing, and then get your team in the proper play. If you don't love every play, if you don't cherish every snap, eventually what happens is you slack off on a snap. And then that's the snap that leads into something else. And now you're pressing later in the game trying to make up for the snap that you didn't pay attention to. This is why every rep matters. This is why every snap counts. I like to live every little step I take. You will be Bobby Brown, little Bobby. We need to understand that's real, and that's what the position is about. And it's not.
And don't forget, Shane Steichen's also fighting for his job too. Like he's like, remember he was the greatest thing since sliced bread when he left to go for the Colts.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got to have somebody that can at least competently run his offense.
They all need somebody, and then that's the next part. If you see that the quarterback in the NFL, this is just a public service announcement. Sorry, just want to speak on this. Hi, my name is Jeremy. I would just like to speak on behalf of the game. If you see that the quarterbacks are lacking the details, simplify it. You don't have to do twins right, red, 36 blue, jet sweep on 3. You don't have to do that.
Nope, you don't. But you
don't have to do that. You can make this simpler. You can just call a strict. You can say 32 dive right. You don't have to make this so difficult.
Not every single quarterback should be able to go to the line of scrimmage and just basically call anything that they want, and have to make 55 decisions. Yeah. I mean, look
Yeah,
at
that
what they
takes
did.
time, that takes
Why do you
study,
think
but that
Jaden
also
Daniels was
takes you
so
want to do it.
successful last year? I mean, dude, they did it right. I will say though, the Browns, the situation over there, they're going to go with Flacco, of course, their Week 1 starter. But after that, I mean, what do they do? Are they going to keep Kenny Pickett, Dylan Gabriel, and Shador Sanders?
Oh boy,
that's nuts.
the Browns are just like, it's so hard to root for the Browns that I just stopped rooting for the Browns.
You know,
I just
Flacco is
hope
40
that they
years
do
old,
good.
right? He is 40
Yeah,
years
I
old.
know. I know. Here's what I'll say. The Browns, to me, have shown me that if they want to protect a player, they know how to do it. Let me say that one more time for everybody. They've shown they know how to protect the player. If there's anything else that I've learned from this offseason, they have given Dylan Gabriel every opportunity to not only showcase what he can do, but they've protected everything he's done to the best of their abilities. And he still has not shown more than Shador Sanders. He still has not gained more credibility in that locker room than Shador Sanders. So this shows you, ladies and gentlemen, I just want everybody in there in the world to see. If an organization ever wants to really cover up or they want to protect a player, they can do it. Because the Browns have shown you they can do it. They've shown you. The script of how they came out with Dylan Gabriel, quick throws, it looked like Drew Brees was running that offense.
Yeah, except for that pick
Then
six.
you went to the unscripted plays, and then he looked terrible. So you ask yourself, is this what you want to put on the field every Sunday, knowing damn well this is a 4-quarter game?
I'm just also not, I mean, his stature, his size. He's not like the athlete of Bo Nix. He does have a nice ball, but he's nothing special. I mean, dude, do you remember Cade McNown for UCLA back in the day?
Mm-hmm.
Dude could throw had a hell of a spiral, threw a great ball. Too small, wasn't NFL guy. I see the same thing in Dylan Gabriel. And I don't know, I think Shador could be it. I think Joe's too old. They still have that whole situation with Deshaun Watson. And why do we have tiny hands Kenny Pickett still there? The dude doesn't throw like touchdown passes. And by the way, the other thing about the preseason, it's so hard to judge quarterbacks because do you remember Kenny Pickett's preseason before he took over the starting job with the Steelers? He completed 80% of his passes, 5 touchdowns, no interceptions, and threw for like 700 yards. Then he didn't throw a damn touchdown pass for like 6 weeks or something. Like, it's just, some dudes don't got it, and he ain't one of them. But the Browns are the Browns, man. I got to go pay some bills, Germ. Keep everything rocking and rolling. We got NFL football kind of like creeping up. I'm getting stoked. We're going to start things off, by the way. This year in the National Football League, like when things do kick off, it's kind of filthy. We get Thursday night, September 4th football with the Cowboys and the Eagles. Bringing this up because Jalen Hurts, a lot of people say doesn't get the credit he deserves. He's a Super Bowl MVP. He's been to 2 Super Bowls early in his career. They always say, well, look at the team around him. You could have said the same thing about Joe Montana, couldn't you? Was he the most gifted quarterback in the history of the world? Did he not have Jerry Rice? Did he have not Ronnie Lott? Did he not have Roger Craig? Like that, like those teams were pretty badass. Oh, and let's not forget he had the greatest play caller of all time. So, like, do you think it's fair that we give all like Dak Prescott gets more quarterback love than Jalen Hurts, and Jalen Hurts wins in the playoffs, Dak doesn't? Help me out with the Jalen Hurts situation.
Jalen doesn't get respect because everybody likes to do this thing where they like to put certain people on pedestals and certain people on other pedestals, and take other people and knock them off pedestals. So in this situation, this is no different than the LeBron and Jordan argument. The LeBron and Jordan argument, why I bring this up and not to stir any pots or anything like that? Well, they try to say, well, Jordan didn't play with this many All-Stars, and LeBron played with this many All-Stars, and Jordan did this, and Jordan did that, and LeBron did this, and LeBron did that. See, the thing is, in this sport, objectively, there's no such thing as you won by yourself. The closest person to win by themselves in basketball is Hakeem Olajuwon in 1994-95. And that's just being, just straight up historical with the context of we talking about a guy winning with a lot of the shouldering of the load. Closest thing to winning in the NFL by himself is Tom Brady in 20, I want to say 2016, I want to say, something like that. But we're talking about a guy who never really, besides Randy Moss, besides Rob Gronkowski and Aaron Hernandez, what other targets that he had that had that type of star power? So then you look at Jalen Hurts and you say A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, Saquon Barkley, one of the best offensive line in football. They were just stacked. All he had to do was just go out there and be a game manager. But every quarterback's a game manager. If every quarterback could do it, why didn't Brock Purdy win one?
Got close a couple of times. I'll give him credit. He did get close, and that injury that cost them big time. That's screwed. I know Darian, his feelings.
I'll make it easy for you for why Dak hasn't won. Dak hasn't won because the Cowboys, until Jerry kicks the bucket proverbially, will not win a Super Bowl. Jerry Jones is the reason why they will not win a Super Bowl.
I'm with you.
He's too much involved with the player personnel, but most importantly, that organization franchise has been cursed. And the Dallas Cowboys in the last 20 years have still won more games than any other organization in the history of this game. In the last 20 years, have won more games than Pittsburgh and Baltimore. And they are number one in wins, and they have still not produced any Super Bowls.
Man, dude, I got to hit a break. I got to tell you, though, man, one thing I will tell you, I do have to say Jalen Hurts, you saw he got John Mechie also the other day, right? They got A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Jahan Dotson, Johnny Wilson, and now they got John Mechie. I mean, damn, who's going to be their number 4? Like you talked about T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. They got so many damn wide receivers, and all of them ain't making what he is. So that's probably why the Bengals are the Bengals and the Eagles are different, because Howie Roseman knows how to run an organization, period. Best GM going right now. Jerem.
President Howie is what they say.
You are the best. I appreciate everything. You be blessed. We're going to join you next Tuesday. But until then, have a good one. And everybody follow Matt Germ. So true. Don't forget, go to the scene on Facebook, like the page, give it a follow. Views from the 22. What else am I missing?
You got the scene. You got the views from the 22. Oh, make sure you guys be tuned in. We got a show coming up Wednesday night, 9:30 Eastern. We will be reviewing a couple more divisions in the NFC. And also, ladies and gentlemen, just to give you guys a little some fun, I will be bringing back something that we used to do in the group and that we introducing it to the world. It's called Blind GM. So I'm just going to show you how much y'all don't know that y'all don't know about this game of football.
Dude, I'm digging
22.
Wednesday, 9:30. Check it out. Check it out on the scene. Don't forget, give him a follow at Germ2. Be blessed, Jeremy.
Later, Johnny.
That's my homie. Dude, I love football. I keep thinking, man, there's so many things. I just want to bet on everything. Futures bets are the best. Do you go down the futures hole?
No, but FanDuel is doing something on the 26th. I saw a commercial where it says the futures. So I'm thinking all of their futures bets will be boosted pretty well.
Well, a lot of boosts. Yes, that's really cool. But, on Hardwood, we're going to talk also about how the game is going to be changing next year, because I'm talking about futures that I enjoy in the football world. But did you see what happened in the National Basketball Association the other day? There is, how we have a little bit of an issue. Have you been listening to Michael Porter Jr.? Have you?
Not really.
Well, the NBA Players Union said they support creating limits on player prop bets that are offered by legalized sportsbook. I'll give you a little more information because his brother got in trouble. The NBA's been looked at a lot for player point shaving, people faking injuries, all for gambling. We'll tell you more about that and some funny stuff. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Join the voice of the Tigers, Dave Woloshin, for Wolo and Friends. Weekday mornings from 10 to 11 here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Maria's Cantina in South Haven is not your average Tex-Mex joint because they're serving up Mexican with a twist. Maria's Scratch Kitchen is the most creative and diverse menu around. Beyond the traditional huge quesadillas, chimichangas, and fajitas, Maria serves up hand-rolled Latin egg rolls, Cajun and Creole items like catfish, gumbo, and boudin balls, as well as the best sandwiches and 8-ounce burgers in town. Wash it all down with a house margarita for only $5.50 and happy hour every day till 6. MariasCantina.com, 6717 Airways, Mexican with a twist.
I'm Gary York. I'm the service director at Lexus of Memphis. Our service department wants to be more than just a place where you get your oil changed. We do glass repair, windshield replacement, recalibration of your camera and sonar systems, even wheel repair, tire replacement, all the things you would expect from a luxury automotive dealer. Please check out our website. You can schedule your appointment, check out our specials, hours of operation, or if you'd like to do it in person, please reach out to one of our associates at 901-271-5199.
This summer isn't just hot, it's historic. Flash flood warnings are at a 40-year high, and it's not slowing down. Towns underwater, roads washed out, and in every crisis zone, the same scene. Crowds standing in line, waiting for bottled water, waiting for food, waiting for someone to show up and save them. They tell you that help is on the way, but what if it's not? What if help takes days, or doesn't come at all? You think the system's built to protect you? They can barely handle one emergency, let alone dozens. I don't know about you, but I'm not going to be the one caught empty-handed. And right now, My Patriot Supply is giving away 4 weeks of emergency food. Just go to mypatriotsupply.com to find out how to claim your free 4-week food supply and join millions of Americans who are preparing with My Patriot Supply. Claim your free 4-week kit today at mypatriotsupply.com. That's mypatriotsupply.com.
NST's been taking down insurance giants for over 35 years. Big firm power with hometown heart? Yeah, they don't play. It's that combination that has helped them win billions for their clients. NST is the way to go. Call 683-7000.
That's one of those things. When things get too heavy, just call me helium.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy, Johnny Radio. Man, it's Tuesday. You're thinking to yourself, goodness gracious, we got Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday will finally be here. Don't fret, don't freak out, don't stress. It's always the best. Just grab a little Tito's. Just turns every average day into a little something exceptional because it's the best spirit in the world. When you think spirits, there's only one spirit, and that's the vodka, and it's Tito's. USA vodka, gluten-free, and the creme de la creme. Now, in the NBA, we've been talking NFL, we've been talking college football. I've been fired up all day about all kinds of stuff.
You see your boy retired from the NBA?
Who?
John Wall. John Wall officially retired.
Wall.
Paul Wall, John Wall, The Wall.
John Wall was so damn
He was excited.
fast.
Yeah, he was very excited.
Too bad he got injured.
And he's a part of the biggest heartbreak that ever happened in the city of Memphis. You know, right? You do know that, right?
What did he do to us?
Because Mario Chalmers hit that bogus shot that allowed John Calipari to take John Wall and Boogie Cousins.
Oh, yeah.
And those twins and those Harrison twins. And he took those guys and relocated
Correct, yes.
And I've never forgiven Mr. Calipari for that.
Yes, I was wondering. I was like, he never made it here.
Nope, he never made it.
He promised he was coming, but that was with John.
John wrapped them up and took them all because we lost.
I did see a thing with how many players John has put in the NBA and how much money they've made over their career. It is one of the craziest figures.
He's like Nick Saban. Yeah, he's like Nick Saban. They put him in.
Buck-ass wild. Now, speaking of buck-ass wild, Michael Porter Jr., did you see him on by any chance? Like, might be old news for some of y'all out here in this world. Because this was on the 8th. This is I think over the weekend, Friday. Today's like Tuesday. I saw this like last night for the first time.
John, I don't listen to light-skinned gambling brothers like that.
Dog, man. It wasn't just the gambling. Michael Porter Jr., he went on, I can't remember the name of that podcast, like the Belk podcast maybe. Point is, he goes on there and he talks about his brother. If you don't know, his brother got in, like, what you would say, a lot of trouble. He had to plead guilty to basically a federal crime. It was Jonte, thank you.
Yeah, Jonte Porter.
Jonte Porter. He was banned from the league, had to plead guilty in federal court to manipulating his performance to help a group of bettors win their prop bets. Now, veterans player like Terry Rozier, Malik Beasley, they're also under federal investigation related to sports gambling. The legalized sports gambling institutions notified the NBA.
They're watching
over 20 times that there was some fishy stuff going on during games. So one thing I will tell you, the integrity of the game is crucial. You can't have Art Schlichter and you can't have all these people out there doing things and throwing games, and it just screws up everything. You know what I mean?
Tim Donahue,
the NBA referee. It's not good. And now that it's just so prevalent. I mean, where is it? Mississippi, you can go to the casino and bet on them. You just can't bet on your damn phone.
Yeah, correct. I still drive to Shelby Drive, John, and place my bets.
But the whole situation, with the gambling, it's become an issue. Now, yesterday, the NBA Players Association tried to rectify this and tried to fix the situation because they voted unanimously, came out there in support of, they now want to take the temptation away. They want the sports books to accept their proposal, which would limit, you would not be able to bet on points. You would not be able to bet on total rebounds, like over and under on assist. No player props.
Just win-loss.
Back to gambling on the game. Now, in the NFL, the fantasy props, the overs and the unders and the wide receivers and all that stuff, like, that wouldn't work. Like, the NFL shield would do everything to protect it. And then for the NFL, it just feels it's a lot more difficult to realistically throw a game unless you got a quarterback in your pocket or an official. But anyway, the whole point is Michael Porter Jr. came out, said his brother's problem was, he was addicted to gambling. And Michael Porter Jr. said, we're all addicted to something. And then Michael Porter Jr. went on to say, I'm addicted to women. He's like, I can't stop having relationships with women. I'm not a good man. Would I like to settle down? Yeah, but I can't because I just can't say no. Is that a humble brag? Felt like it.
Yeah, when you're 6'8", 6'9", 240 pounds, you got great hair.
He's like, man, I just get so much women. My poor brother, though, he's ugly, didn't have as much money as me, and he got addicted to gambling. Anyway, I got to take a quick timeout.
He's in Colorado, too, before you get to the timeout. So when he flying them in, it's like dispensary honey. So,
Yeah, don't be hitting lettuce and gambling on sports. Get you out the league with a quickness. I'm going to take a quick timeout again. If you're hungry, Los Cabos, right there at Summer and Graham. The flavors of Mexico will melt in your mouth. They have lunch specials from 10 a.m. to 3 o'clock. You got 3 to 8 happy hour and $5.50 premium shots of tequila all day long, all day strong. Los Cabos, where the flavors of Mexico melt in your mouth. I like to go to Summer and Graham. We're back in 2 shakes. Close things out. I'm going to give you wood at the end and a bet. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Start your day with Sports 56 Mornings with Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10, right here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Hello, is Tina there?
Who's this?
Yeah, this is Vince from the hit reality show Wives Don't Tell. Tina applied for our show to confess that her husband won't go to the doctor to get his erectile dysfunction checked. She said she's ready for a guy that can bring the heat.
All right, what the hell is going on? You know you're talking to her husband right now? Tina!
Well, She wrote the application that her man's performance is questionable. She's basically married to a coffee table. She also said, we live within driving distance to Memphis Men's Clinic, but he's scared to get a blood test.
Oh my, she is done. She is so done.
Got you, Mike. His nephew Tommy ain't no reality show. It's a prank. Memphis Men's Clinic is the real deal, fellas. Local experts. Test results in minutes. Call 901-390-4151 or hit memphismensclinic.com before your lady books a new co-star. Memphis Men's Clinic. Making it happen.
Jenkins Floors and More invites you to their retail warehouse where they pass wholesale savings on to you. Jenkins Floors at 2356 Goodman Road in Horn Lake and Little Rock. They specialize in flooring and carpeting, tile, plantation shutters, and blinds. Jenkins makes your life easy with a 2-week turnaround. Contractors, builders, or family projects, call 662-469-9350 for a free estimate. Owners Timmy and Rebecca Jenkins say hello to Sports 56 fans and look forward to your business.
I passed by a new barbecue restaurant on the way in today that wasn't a Central Barbecue.
Now, why would you do that?
Exactly my point. In a city that already has plenty of Central Barbecue, the best barbecue in the universe, why would somebody think that we need a different barbecue restaurant?
Not only in Memphis, there's Central Barbecue in South Haven.
Right. Central Barbecue. Again, the bestest barbecue anywhere is already somewhere near anyone listening to this commercial. If somebody wants to open a restaurant, open a sushi place.
Or one of those Mongolian beef places.
Or a place that specializes in things made with bananas.
Not just barbecue.
Not in a city that already has Central Barbecue.
Newsflash, Family Leisure needs your help. Family Leisure has a warehouse full of inventory, and they need it cleaned out. Do your part to make room for new items, and you get great deals on almost everything. Listen up. All in-stock patio furniture, it's up to 80% off. You can get a 4-piece deep seating set for under $1,000. Chaise lounges. You buy one and you're going to need another, and that other one will be one half off. All Pollywood furniture, it's now 20 to 30% off. You buy any dining table, you're going to get an umbrella absolutely free, and they're not cheap. Now, is financing available? You better believe it. Special financing is a go. To sum it all up, Family Leisure has got to clear out its warehouse inventory, which means you're going to rack up the savings. Help Family Leisure clear out the warehouse. Family Leisure, Whitten Road at I-40, where family and fun come together to clean out the warehouse.
But you gotta be willing to take the hit and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you wanna be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio.
It's that time.
Man, you know it is that time, and I'm always on time. No, I'm not really always on time. I try. I make it to work on time. Nothing else.
Made it to the wedding on time.
I did do that. I mean, okay, you know what? The important things I can make it to on time. Everything else, I'm usually 15, 20, 30 minutes late.
We're sorry, Superman.
Yeah, that was yesterday. Sorry, Sue. But I will be down there today at the right time. But I will tell you also, so I've broken my phone. I had to get a new one. I broke my computer about 6 months ago. I am so disappointed in myself because 6 months ago, I did not know about Cooper Systems. I could have taken Chaz's computer to Cooper Systems and they could fix it. They literally can fix anything. They are the place to go. If you need anything done for a computer, if you need an upgrade, if you just need expert computer repair, if you just need to ask some questions, it's Lee and Lauren Cooper over at Cooper Systems. They've been doing this for 33 years. They are the best, period. And don't forget, all y'all out there, if you're on Windows 10, you will not be getting any more security updates. That is right here upon us, around the corner. So run over there. See Lee and Lauren Cooper. They're going to take good care of you. They got you covered. They're at 2744 Mount Moriah Parkway, right down the street from us. If you know where we're at, quarter Ridgeway and Mount Moriah, just go right down the street, pull into Mount Moriah Parkway. They're right there on your left. Go in there. They're going to take care of you. but I would not have had to spend a whole lot of money on a brand new dead gum computer because not only can they fix any computer, they fixed one that had a gunshot in it. If you saw a screen with a gunshot, would you assume that you probably need to go get a new, like just, I'm here to get a new computer? No, they took the thing over there and like, look what happened to my computer. Now, Lee and Lauren are also the type that don't judge. They didn't say anything. They're like, oh, well, we can fix it. Bam, they fixed it. So also, if you're one of those people who are like, I'm not taking my computer in there. If they look at my search history, oh, my Lord, they're going to think I'm a crazy person. No. They're the best. Honest to God, no joke. Your Memphis go-to spot for computers is Cooper Systems. Let's go to Hardwood.
This is Access Hardwood.
We talked about gambling in the NBA and how the Players Union is, trying to stop it. I'm kind of curious, though. What do you think, people out there? Do y'all believe that the sports books are going to adhere and bend the knee to what the NBA wants? A lot of people out there don't like betting on the overs and unders. A lot of people don't like betting on who's going to win the game. A lot of people love betting on those props, those same-game parlays, all that stuff that kind of gets a little bit more juice, a little bit more exciting. Do you think that they're going to bend the knee to the Players Union?
No. I'll say no.
I almost feel like they might need to. Like, the last thing in the world you want is for something as powerful as one of the major organizations push back. We used to only be able to gamble in Vegas, bro. You used to have kids go to school who couldn't have mayonnaise on their burger because that'd be considered an extra perk by the NCAA and they'd suspend the coach. You couldn't have a hot dog and a swimming party at Bruce Pearl's house without getting a damn show cause.
I had offshore account.
Now, remember how I said the pendulum always swings? Yep. It always goes one way, and guess what happens? The pendulum always swings back. I don't give a damn what you're talking about. It happens. Look at stocks. Watch the ups and the downs. Right now, everything's looking Gucci. I'm just telling you, the pendulum will always swing one way and then back the other. I mean, look at the elections. You go hard this way and then hard this way and then hard this way and then hard this way. Everything swings. If I'm a sports book, I'm like, damn, we getting money left and right. Everybody gambling. And now that there is a problem in the New York Times, when USA Today, when you turn it on your ESPN FS1 and they're talking about the problems with gambling, it starts to make people out there who work in this thing called Congress or in the Senate, you know what they usually start doing when when things get a whole lot of movement?
Stick
their nose right in it and try to screw it up. I almost feel like if you're a sports book right now, you might need to say, we do have a little bit of a problem. Maybe we should address it. Maybe we should limit it player props to playoff games. Regular season games advocate? Are too easy.
Because the betting people, these hierarchies that you're talking about, they also have footings or feet inside of the four walls of sports now. Not only you got television shows, you got the FanDuel network,
ESPN Bet, and they put on every damn show.
You got it on ESPN Bet, FanDuel
network for $1 billion. That was dumb.
They couldn't get in those four walls 20 years ago, like what you're saying, but now they are the sponsors of it, John. So they're winning.
They are winning.
They're big winning. Even with the screw-ups, even with the Jonte Porters, they're still winning. So they should just hush, probably.
Damn, dude, this whole thing, because this is close to me. But I don't really do the player props, so I've really, again, those are the things that drive me crazy because I've always believed that it's too easy to fix.
It actually is.
If I ain't hanging around with Ja this afternoon and it says he's going to score 31, I'm like, damn, 31.
Or if you know Ja's going to get on restriction, tomorrow I'm playing, but coach ain't playing me number 20 minutes. He ain't going for 40. That's an under. You see what I'm saying?
And by the way, I don't hang out with Ja.
Correct.
I don't know any inside information. This was all hypothetical.
Speculation,
people.
allegedly.
Reckless speculation. I was just speaking. Now, speaking of basketball, Anthony Edwards, he's nice.
Got a lot of kids.
He does have a lot of kids. And by the way, one kid, he paid the full child support.
Get out of here.
That was rough. But he did something sweet. So it's called Kicks for Kids in Houston. He donated 150 of his signature sneakers, signed them, and gave them away to a bunch of kids.
In Houston? And he's from Atlanta? It's like Ja doing it in Knoxville.
Wait a second. He went to Georgia, but he also is in Minnesota. Why can't he do something nice in Houston?
But we're gonna bring Ja. It's like Ja giving away these shoes in Knoxville instead of here.
So should he have done it in Georgia, or should he have done it in Minnesota when he plays for the Timberwolves?
Okay, or in Minnesota. I give you that.
By the way, it's cold in Minnesota. In Georgia, you could be without shoes right now. It's like hot.
Yeah, but what's happening in Houston besides the strip clubs? Why didn't James Harden?
Well, that's probably why he's there, dude. They got shake junks galore.
Okay, all right.
Tampa does too.
Tampa?
Dude, Tampa's got shake junks out the frizzane, brother.
I wouldn't have thought of it.
Moon Venus. Man, you never been there?
No, I was in Jacksonville. I didn't get to that side of the world.
I mean, that's the only reason I went. Again, these were when I was younger. I'm now a grown-ass man who does good things.
Who has Sissy's log cabin on his hand.
Got it on my hand, man. Did you see the Spike Lee ESPN Colin Kaepernick doc got axed?
No, I didn't know that was coming.
I honestly don't know what it was going to be about, to be honest with you.
I love Colin Kaepernick, but if it's about what I think is about it, I mean, that boat is kind of past.
I was going to say, I don't know, if anybody in, 2025 is going to, what was it? He kneeled during the national anthem to
that was the first game. It was against the Browns.
Injustice, I believe.
Yep, it was against the Browns, yep.
I don't know.
So you got a couple of shake junt texts right here.
I love
Mons
it.
Venus.
Dude, and Dennis knows.
Then he said, what shake joint hasn't Johnny been to?
In Memphis, I've been to all of them, just because it's called research. Yeah, I would be a terrible journalist and sports talk radio host if I didn't check them all out.
Sorry, man. What you betting though?
Well, we're betting that we're gonna win some money. Because yesterday was absolutely abysmal. Did you see that?
Ice cold.
Man, Brewers are just good baseball team. Why did I bet against them, dude? Because I thought I was smart? Well, turns out I was stupid.
Oh, got to read this tape. Ronnie Brown and Cadillac played with Jason Campbell. Thank you, y'all. Thank you.
Jason Campbell, who also played for the Washington Commanders. By the way, man, Texters, thank you all day long.
Yeah, they were awesome today. They were all over it.
We're going the first 5 innings, under 3.5 runs. Houston and Detroit. Why? You got Tarek Skubal on the bump and Hunter Brown. Both dudes are badasses. You ain't scoring over 3.5 runs on these two dudes. Let's go under, first 5. I need a bounce back. Do me a favor, people. Don't watch the Brewers and Cubs games on at 128 because I can't bet it. Cubs now today are minus 155. I know Boyd's on the bump, but they killed me. For Darian Newsom, I'm John Harden. Y'all get out there. Make that world a better place. We'll see you on the flip side. Peace.